And we're back. I'm Tyler.
I'm Rita. And this is Wild Ride.
We now have honked twice in the same position.
We always forget to turn off Bluetooth and then it doesn't actually record.
But this time we only recorded the intro, so it didn't feel as bad as when we've done a whole episode.
Oh my gosh. If you listen to Love is in the Pod,
that podcast,
we were so angry.
We recorded it probably 5 times.
It was so bad.
It was so frustrating. And every
the
time
first
it got
one
better.
we recorded, like, we felt so good about it. We're like, that was such a good pod. And then
we went to listen to it and
nothing.
And then we're like, okay, take a deep breath.
We're like,
okay.
This is fine. We're like, we'll do even better this time.
And we did. Like, I do think we, like, added so much more to it.
Yes.
And then something went wrong again.
Yeah.
And I think we tried it again, and we were patient, but...
No, by the 4th time, we, like... do you remember we started the pod and we're like, this is Rita. Like, we were so mad, like, clenching our jaws.
All while, like, no one knows what the backstory was, but now you do. So go check out that one.
And it's called Love is in the Pod, and we're
so angry.
Not feeling any love.
I'm surprised you remember that. That's when we had an epic setup, and
Yeah.
It was supposed to be really good.
Oh, this is where I honked on the way here.
Oh.
I was up here, and there was a green arrow, and green means
go.
And they weren't going, so I honked at them. I was like, get it? And it wasn't an angry honk. Like, I didn't land the horn. I just did a little, like, we started. I did a little beep beep. And then they still went slow, and I was like, get it together.
Come on. Yeah.
Why is it so hot? I've, like, turned this down.
Sorry, we don't need to have heat on. I turned it off now.
Okay, so is, like, AC on right now?
No, you want the AC on?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, well...
Now that we're done with that, I just got back, or we just got back, left. Oh my gosh. We just left from getting our ears pierced.
Yeah, and we told her, the lady who did the piercing and also helped out Tyler a lot.
I was very high maintenance.
You were very high very. We told her about the podcast, and she said she might tune in. And maybe she was just being nice, or she's listening right now, and...
We're going to give her a shout out. She was amazing.
She was amazing. She was such a nice lady.
And
very helpful.
She took care of me.
Oh, yeah.
And gave me great advice. Like, I didn't know... Like, I knew, but didn't know, like, how important it actually was. Like, the gauges of specific earrings.
Can you tell people what gauges is? Because I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, so gauge... Like, if you think of a gauge, like, what do you think of?
I think of when people gauge their ears and get those big giant holes.
So, and that's what, like, that is correct. But then also, like, I mean, I have a gauge, because that's a hole in your ear. But it's the bigger it gets.
So, like, I have a gauge?
Yeah.
Weird.
So, the gauge is, like, the size...
I have literally one piercing.
Of the...
I have 2 piercings, because I have 2 ears.
2 ears, yeah. There you go. So I was putting in, like, too big of a gauge, causing, like, more pain.
Oh,
whereas, like, I should... But, like, that's what people do to get bigger gauges.
Okay.
Get bigger holes.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking for that.
Yeah.
So I was getting the wrong size gauge, causing more pain and sensitivity and all that. So I got educated on that, which was nice. Got a new nose ring, nose piercing. No. I got a new nose stud.
Yep.
That's smaller, and now...
Looks so classy.
I look very classy. Yeah. I don't look like... The other one wasn't, like, abnormally big, but it definitely was a little chunkier. And
yeah.
This one
looks so nice. I like it a lot.
I'm feeling older.
Yeah.
Does it... It averages out the other ones. Yeah.
How many piercings do you have in total?
We'd have to count.
Okay. So how many do you have in your right ear?
Well, you have to count.
Oh, I have to count. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. And then the other one was 2, 4, 6, 7.
7 and 8. So
it
yeah.
equals 15.
Wow, 15.
And you know why I knew that was 15 right away?
Why?
Because I've been playing cribbage.
Ooh.
And you want to get 15 in cribbage.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a hard number to, like, add up
You know
to.
how I also think of it? If it's, I know 8 and 8 is 16, so 8 and 7 is one less, so it's 15.
Okay, that's a good way to think of it.
Yeah.
I played cribbage with a guy one time, and it was the first time ever playing.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm not very good at math, especially quick math.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can do math if I have time and space, and
There's no pressure.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of
Feels
pressure.
so much pressure.
And when I was playing it, I was trying so hard. I swear I had my fingers under the table trying to count on my fingers, like...
Oh, I count, like, on the card.
Like
the hearts. I'm, like, counting hearts
Yeah.
and adding up.
like, oh my gosh, it was so much pressure.
Yeah.
And it was a fun game, but like you were saying, like, that's a lot of math to be,
yeah.
like, a relaxing game.
Oh, yeah.
Not my, like, go-to, for sure.
Yeah.
I've been playing it, what is it called? Kings.
King in the Corner?
No, but I like that game, too.
I like that game.
I don't know.
Bummer.
That's helpful. No, you'll learn about it another time.
Yeah. We play Sequence a lot. We've been playing cribbage a lot. I love Catan. You love Catan.
Yeah. And what's silly about, like, my love for Catan, like, I don't play with a strategy. Like, I just play...
literally a strategic game.
Yeah, it's very a strategic game. And I play with, like, a very minute strategy that probably doesn't work. Like, my strategy is always going for ore and developmental cards.
Mm-hmm.
And...
I mean, it's a strategy.
It's a small strategy. It doesn't typically get me anywhere, but it's always different than everyone else's, so sometimes it helps.
Yeah.
Because no one else goes for that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, not very good, but I do enjoy the game, so...
Yeah. And I got a new game yesterday called Everdell.
Is that the weird one?
Yeah. No, it's not weird.
Okay, sorry.
It's cute.
It's complicated.
It's very complicated, and I actually still don't know how to play it. But back to the original question. So you have 15 in your ears, plus a nose, that's 16, and a belly button. So it's 17.
Yes.
It's a lot of piercings.
It is a lot of piercings. Yeah, I really enjoy the stacked look on the ears.
Yeah.
I've had three piercings, like 3 in my earlobes for a long time, since I was young.
Do you remember, like, the first time you got your ears pierced?
We were just talking about that too. Maybe before you got there.
Yeah, I think it was before I got there.
I got my ears pierced. It was a very special day. My aunt, who now has passed away, she took me to get my ears pierced, and we went to Build-A-Bear. So we went to Build-A-Bear first.
Oh, I love Build-A-Bear.
I know, and that was my first Build-A-Bear. So she lived in the cities at this time, and she was the closest, like, aunt I was with for a while, and she took me to Build-A-Bear. We made a special Build-A-Bear together, and then she took me to get my ears pierced, and yeah, it was a special moment. Like, I don't remember the pain or anything like that. I just remember afterwards, like, sleeping that night, you're like, oh my gosh, is this what I have to live with?
Do you still have your Build-A-Bear?
I do have my Build-A-Bear.
What's their name?
So my aunt, her name is Alette, but I called her Auntie Allie, so my Build-A-Bear's name was Allie.
I have one named Zoe.
Ooh.
And I love Zoe. Zoe, was on the plushier side, though.
Okay.
So we always had troubles getting her clothes to fit. And she often had, like, a muffin top sticking out of everything.
I mean, be yourself, girl.
Yeah. It was just a bummer because I think they really need to have more inclusive sizing in Build-A-Bear.
That's fair, especially with clothes.
Yeah.
The clothes just were not fitting right.
No. My dad was like, I think she needs a little more stuffing. And I was a child, so I was like, okay. And she didn't probably need any more stuffing just because of the clothes issue.
Yeah.
But I still love Zoe.
What type of Build-A-Bear? Like animal?
She's like the classic bear.
And what color or anything?
Just like the tan, like very classic That's what I wanted. I wanted classic.
So I do have that one. That was my second one. But my first one was, it's blue, like a light blue, and the fur is not, I don't even know how to describe it. Very soft. It's a very soft bear.
Yeah.
Kind of longer fur or hair on the bear.
I got to bring my niece for her second birthday. She got like the birthday bear for $2.
Yes.
Plus all the clothes and stuff. So.
Oh my gosh, can we do that on my birthday? Or is it not for adults?
I think it's anyone's birthday, and you get it for the
$2?
No,
I'd
get
have
it
to
for
pay
your
$25.
age of your birthday.
Oh.
But I don't know how much the bear is on its own. Like, it might still be a deal.
Yeah, maybe, especially
I have no
now
idea.
with
This
prices.
economy.
Woohoo! Yeah. I had a special moment too. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
When I went to college, like the day that my parents basically dropped me off, like we went in, moved my stuff in. Can I tell that funny story quick? You got a sidetrack. Okay, so when I moved
We've been
in,
sidetracking this literally the whole time.
we have. But so when I moved into college, I drove separate than my parents. They had their car full and my car full. So I was driving. I was like, I'm going to Bethel. I'm driving there. And my RA at the time, she calls me and she's like, hi, just wondering your check-in time soon. Are you on your way? I was like, yeah, I'm almost there. Like, I'm almost there. And my parents get there and they're like, where are you? I was like, oh, I'm pulling in. Like, it says I'm almost there. And I only had been there like maybe 2 other times, and I never drove and never paid attention to like the location or anything like that.
Classic.
And so I get to Bethel and I'm like, this is looking very weird. And I look at my parents' location and we are about 30-40 minutes in a different location. And my parents said they're there, and my location said I was there, or my destination map said I was, but I was in Bethel, Minnesota versus the college that I was attending.
Yeah.
So
that's rough.
Yeah, that's how I started off. My parents got their car unpacked, everything moved in. They got like the cheer lane, everyone's cheering for them. They got, and then I rolled up 40 minutes late. Typical at this point.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Yeah. So that's that
great.
Bethel story. So after that, we moved in, and then my family, we went out for dinner, and my brother and I got a Build-A-Bear together.
Oh.
So, and this was his first Build-A-Bear. So we went and got a dog, which matches our dog that we have at home, Waylon. And we have 2 little puppies that we have as a Build-A-Bear shared.
Cute.
Which that was fun.
Oh, I love that.
Do you have one with your brother, or did your brother get one?
No, I never did that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you do it when they're young, if anything. Otherwise, it's definitely not no one cares about it at that point.
I think I've seen like teenagers in the Build-A-Bear store, like with like their little couple, like getting a Build-A-Bear together, and I always think that's so cute.
Yeah, I do too.
That's so cute. You have your little, it's like your little child together.
Yeah. Take care of it. Get it some clothes.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, back to earrings. Piercings.
We could pierce our Build-A-Bears.
Yeah. I bet I've seen people do that, where they bring their Build-A-Bear into Claire's.
That's so fun.
I have seen that.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what she is to you.
Ayla?
Yeah.
So Ayla is my cousin.
She's your cousin, okay. Your cousin, does she have a Build-A-Bear? Could you guys go bring her Build-A-Bear in to get pierced?
That would be really cute.
Oh my god, you have to. If she doesn't, then you have to go get a Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, that's a good idea. She's at the perfect age.
Yes.
She just turned 4.
Oh my god, yes.
That's
you
a
have
good
to do
idea.
that now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
She just got
Can
her
I come
ears
with? Because I love her.
Yeah.
She's so fun. Did you see how much fun we were having shopping together?
Yeah.
And
She was having the time of her life.
Oh my gosh, yes. It makes me just want to bring my niece to Claire's and just like let her have a time.
Like, I feel like we are talking as adults with children, whether they're your own or not. Like, we're on such a time crunch or tight schedule where we don't let kids like shop and have the experience that we kind of get to have sometimes.
Yes.
We're just like looking around at their free will.
And she like really was very thoughtful about what she got. Like, they might have been like silly little things to us, but like she really thought about those, and like she's really gonna enjoy it.
And she also was very good about knowing the number of items that she was able to get, and not like arguing it or negotiating or anything. So like that was really cool to see. Great parenting with that.
Yeah. But she got her ears pierced for the first time today. Very exciting.
It was fun to see her reaction too, because like obviously I've had my ears pierced, you too, so.
Well, and then her just to be there and all of a sudden like announce like, I love them.
Yeah.
Like, and it wasn't like immediately after it happened, and she just like, it was very truthful for her to be like, yeah, I love them.
And they hurt more after the fact than like that initial moment.
Yeah.
So for her to like continue saying that she loved it,
yeah,
that for sure, so special.
The first time I got my ears pierced, we went to like a fancy jewelry store or whatever, and I don't know if this is, I feel like this has come up a lot. Like, I was a very emotional child. So I was very like, did not like it, and I think they got me ice cream or whatever. And
like, you didn't like it as in like getting it done. Like, what part of it were you like even going in?
No, I think going in I was excited, and then it like hurt, and I was just very upset about it.
Did you have them do it at the same time, or was it one and the other?
I think it was the same time.
Yeah, that's how they used to do it.
Yeah.
The lady today said that they don't really do that anymore because the kids potentially jump and then or move, and it can sometimes make it off-centered and stuff.
Oh, sure. Yeah. But so I did that, and then I didn't like, I think it was a sensory thing. I didn't like my earrings, so I took them out and the ear closed up. And then later on, I wanted a piercing again.
Sorry, I'm freezing. Are you still hot?
No, I was feeling great.
Okay.
I was feeling so good. But then later on, like, I wanted my ears pierced because, like, everyone had their ears pierced, you know, peer pressure. So we went and got them again, and, like, my whole family was like, are you going to be okay? Like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, everyone's traumatized by me the first time. I was like, yeah, it's fine. And I got them, and I was literally fine. And I was like, that didn't even hurt that bad. They're like, it felt the same as it did the first time.
Yeah.
And then they're like, are you going to actually keep it in? My mom's like, we're not getting your ears pierced in the same spot for a third time. Like, this is it.
Keep them in.
And yeah, so I kept them in, and I still have my ears pierced, so that's good.
Good. And will you get more?
No.
What's your reasoning not to?
I mean, I'm just not, like, a big jewelry person. Like, I literally just started wearing, like, I went for a long time without having earrings, and they didn't close up, so it was good. But, no, I, like, just started wearing earrings in, like, the one hole, and I'm just not.
Yeah.
And, like, one of the first things I do when I get home from the day is I take my earrings out. But it was actually funny. I'm just gonna tell it. We were getting into the shower, and I got in first, and I realized that my earrings were still in. So I took them out, and I was like, hey, can you just set these on the counter to my boyfriend? And he's like, is this it? And I was like, yes. And he's like, I didn't know if you had any more or not. I was like, what? I've been dating for like 2.5 years.
And you don't know if you have any more?
I was like, how many piercings do you think I have? He was like, I didn't know. I was just checking. I was like, I just once in each ear. He's like, okay. I was like, now you know. I was like, that was weird, but yeah.
Would you ever consider getting your titties pierced?
Absolutely not. Oh my gosh, no, that sounds, I would be very fearful of the pain.
It
and I
crosses my
also,
mind.
I don't wear like real bras. I only wear bralettes, so you'd be able to see it all the time. So I feel like that might be like seen as unprofessional.
I
Maybe
really,
it's unprofessional. I don't wear a real bra. I don't know.
I'm gonna argue that one, yeah.
But I don't like real bras, so I don't wear them.
I
Probably
want
sensory
them.
thing again.
Yeah, sensory all around.
Yeah.
I want one, but what is holding me back the most, because I don't wear bras, if anything.
Yeah.
And so, like, that, obviously...
If I had that option, I totally would, but, like, that would be seen as very... Yeah, because I have bigger bajungas than you.
Well, and, I mean, even mine, even though they're itty-bitty titties committee, they still nip out and you'd see it. So it's like, what impression does that give? Yeah. So there's always that.
I think it's annoying because what we choose to do with our boobs feels like nobody's business, but like...
Yeah, stop looking at them.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
Free the nip.
Yeah.
I always say, well, my friends convince me that it's okay to show the nip. Yeah. So that's the life I've been living now. And I feel very confident and okay with it. But my mom was she still is very like, put them away. Or she like doesn't understand.
It's just like so society's problem. And it's a bummer because like, honestly, I think you're going into like a job interview, you should probably put the nip away. But like, I wish it wasn't like that. Like, it's just our bodies.
Yeah. Like, if I don't want to wear a bra, I don't want to wear a bra.
Yeah.
Get it together.
And it's just like, on top of all that stuff, it's also another cost that women have that like men don't. Like, we have to buy bras, they're freaking expensive.
Yeah, and you have to make sure they fit and are comfortable, like bralettes versus...
And when my weight fluctuates up or down, like, usually the first place is in my boobs. That's another reason I like bralettes, because they're more like forgiving when your bra size changes.
I see that. The biggest thing holding me back from getting it is, I haven't done research or like know minimal about this, but like envisioning having a child.
Oh, breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, envisioning having a child and your breast getting bigger, for one. Like, do you take them out or do you leave them in during that period? And then breastfeeding. If you are doing that, like...
Yeah, what are the effects?
Someone's once told me that, like, milk will come out of that hole.
What?
So, like, is the baby getting the 3 little holes of milk? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know how that works, but that's a little frightening.
That could, maybe
like, obviously
do some
people
research
do
on that. Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds a little silly. And I just, who knows?
Oh my god. I want to breastfeed because, like, I know how good it is for the child. Obviously, fed is best. But, like, if you can do it, like, obviously, whatever. But I'm also really scared for it because my mom breastfed my little brother and I was 15 when he was born. And, like, I just see, like, how much work it was. Like, it was so much work. And, like, the inconvenience of, like, having to do it, like, obviously affected my life, too. Like, we're out in public and, like, she's got to do it.
Yeah.
And my brother was incredibly stubborn and he never took a bottle. And the pediatrician, who I loved, she was my pediatrician, too, was like, just... if you don't feed him, like, eventually he's gonna be hungry and he's gonna just take the bottle. They literally, I hope they won't get in trouble for this because it's literally doctor advised. They literally starved him for like 12 hours
to try and get him to
take a bottle, and he never would. And then they were just like, F it,
just give him the tit.
Just give him the tit. So he had the tit until he was done with bottles.
Wow.
Or done with like milk.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. So that was rough.
Yeah, it seems scary.
Yeah.
But I also look forward to, like, that connection.
Yeah.
Like, that alone time, too. But I see, like, how inconvenient.
And it's also, like, because he wouldn't take a bottle, like, she just had to be there for feedings.
Well,
like,
and she had to be the one.
Be separated.
Like, no one else could do it.
Like, my dad could never take that burden off of her because he wouldn't take a bottle.
Burden, and also just, like, building that connection. Like, we know how intimate that time is of feeding.
Yeah.
And if the the other parent is not able to do that, that's a hard thing on everyone.
Yeah. I'm just scarred from the whole thing because my mom had a really bad pregnancy. And then my brother was very colicky his first year of life.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah.
Back to earrings. Have you ever heard that? So I have my tragus pierced, which is like this little thing in here. I haven't had headaches besides like after getting concussions.
Okay.
But like one of the relief things that is said is by getting your tragus pierced that will help relief some headache pressure.
Interesting. I mean, it makes sense with like the ear. Like, I don't like fully doubt it or anything.
Yeah, I just wonder if you have heard that too or not. But.
No, I've never. I struggled with migraines in high school, but that's because I wasn't eating or drinking enough.
Fair. That can do it. I can do it.
That's because I was starving myself. So, other than that, I've never really struggled with them. So
in this episode, you got piercings, tits, and starving yourself.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff. But we're not going to starve ourselves right now, and we're going to go eat some delicious pizza. And we haven't had this together in a long time. It's called Tono's.
I'm very excited for it.
And I'm so excited.
Okay.
So let's go eat it.
Yeah.
Drive safe, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Honk honk.
Oh, there's a baby. Oop. Hey.
He didn't even flinch.
Okay,
it's fine. See?
Okay, love you lots. Bye-bye.
Bye. Safe travels.